Hey, so in this one, I'm going to show you a few spots where you can mount your GoPro to make your travel footage awesome. Let's go. But before we start, you need three things. Your car should be clean. I know that we're talking about off-road vehicles, but still the area that you want to stick your suction cup should be clean to avoid losing or damaging your gear or the vehicle itself. So it is always a good idea to have cleaning cloth with you as well as soapy water to not end up in the situations like this. You need to have proper suction cup. Avoid buying cheap and untested crap, or again you will end up in the situation like this, losing the gear or damaging the vehicle itself. So I recommend you to stick to a known brand, or at least the items that you tested yourself. This one is cheap unknown crap that I'm not going to use for my external shots ever again. So a friend of mine offered me a nice Delkin suction cup so I can shoot this properly, but life had a different plan, so I just used what I had. It failed me a couple times, but since this is old GoPro Hero 7, I didn't care that much. I switched the location a bit, and we're going to talk about my favorite item so far. Magic arm. It's this thing right here. This little beast is going to change everything you thought you knew about flexibility in filmmaking. You cannot imagine how this simple thing can open up a whole range of new creative shots for you. So it's got this clamp right here on one side and quarter-inch screw on the other, and you can clamp it to various things like this door handle right here. And this thing can hold up some weight, and you can see that it's not going to go anywhere. So once you use it, you'll be like, ha, how I ever lived without it? Trust me, get one and your creativity will explode. This video is not sponsored by GoPro. I bought this long time ago. And actually, I don't like using GoPros. There's two major issues. One, I was never able to get the same quality image as I saw on GoPro's website. And the second thing, this thing is not reliable. Like, I cannot trust this thing right here because I'm pressing the button and I don't know if it's going to record, it's going to freeze on me. And like, GoPro is at 13th iteration and DJI is at 5th iteration, and by far for me, DJI is doing better job. So if I'm going to ever buy an action camera, it will not be a GoPro. Sorry. And DJI, if you want to sponsor me, I'm right here in the middle of nowhere. Just like message me, you know? For this first shot, we're aiming to get as close as possible to a true POV, which is why I called it modified POV. Most off-road vehicles have handles on the pillars where you can easily clamp your action camera. I was saying, I mean, it's better to have it clamped than this thing in your mouth. It's awkward. I know this has its place, but it's not for me. If your car doesn't have them, you can simply use suction cup to mount it on window. For this next shot, mount your camera to passenger's window to capture a passenger's POV. This will show how the driver looks from their perspective. It's pretty cool angle to incorporate into your videos. For this next shot, use a suction cup to mount the camera on the windshield facing the driver. This will capture what's happening inside the cabin, including the reactions and expressions of both the driver and the passengers. It's a great angle to add more personality and engagement to your videos. For this next shot, we'll use a suction cup again to mount the camera on the fifth door, essentially in the trunk. This will not only show and capture
your gear shifting around, showcasing the roughness of the terrain, but also provide a view of backseat passengers and the overall movement inside the cabin. For this next shot, once again we will use a suction cup to mount the camera on the back window. This angle will capture the road behind you, the dust clouds you leave behind, or if another car is following you on the trail, how it navigates the terrain you already passed. This is one of my favorite angles. Just mount the camera on the far side of your car, and the Xterra is perfect for this. It captures the rough terrain you're tackling along with the dust and debris flying under your wheels. This dynamic shot adds a lot of energy and it's definitely a must-have. Just mount your camera in the middle of the hood and let it record through the windshield. This shot captures both the outside world and what's happening inside the car, making it perfect blend of both perspectives. Definitely one of the must-have shots. Many off-road vehicles come equipped with roof racks, making them the perfect spot to mount an action camera. This allows you to change the angle and perspective, capturing the road from a unique and unexpected viewpoint. The reversed roof rack shot is similar to the previous one, but this time it captures the road you have already traveled. If there is a car following you, this unique top-down perspective provides an interesting way to showcase it from above. For this shot, simply clamp your action camera on the door handle or use a suction cup to attach it to driver's door. These angles give you a dynamic shot as the driver enters the car and closes the door, offering a unique worlds through the door's eyes perspective. Some cars have large mirrors, so why not use them for a unique angle? Simply clamp your camera on the plastic part of the mirror. This will give you an interesting shot, almost as if someone is standing on a rock slider and filming the driver from the side. For this type of shot, try to highlight the unique features of your car, such as reflections, logos. In my example, the trunk door handle in perfect spot to capture the Nissan logo along with the reflections, adding an extra layer of detail. This is another unique angle that can add extra oomph to your video. Simply clamp the camera in a position to capture what's happening underneath the car. The Xterra is perfect for this with its metal rear bumper. Watch how everything moves beneath the truck, adding a dynamic element to your shot. For this shot, mount the camera on the side of the trunk glass. This angle captures the outside world and shows how your car interacts with it. In this case, as I drive through the dirt and water, the splashes hit the car and camera, almost breaking the fourth wall and adding a dramatic effect. Alright, so that's a wrap for today's video. I hope you enjoyed these unique camera angles and got some fresh ideas to spice up your own off-road shots. If you found this useful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and drop a comment down below with your favorite shot or any tips of your own. Until the next time, keep filming and stay creative. I'll see you on the next adventure.